guys, welcome back. Thank you for watching this video. You might be wondering why only like half my makeup is done, and that is because I'm going to be doing a first impressions on the new JCat Beauty Sunset Boulevard palette. So this is a 24 eyeshadow palette. You get 12 mattes, 12 shimmers. I showed this in my recent haul. So I'm just going to do my makeup with this palette and take you guys throughout the day, you know, do check-ins and everything and let you know how it's wearing. I am going to do one side with primer and one side without primer. And the primer I'm going to be using is the Essence I Love Color Intensifying Eyeshadow Base. I've been trying the Essence eyeshadow primers and I really like them. So let's just go ahead and get started. So I brought you guys in a little closer so you can see. So I'm going to do this side with some primer. Pull my mirror over here. Okay. It's weird because I don't have like a table right in front of me anymore. It's like off to the side and I don't want to constantly be looking like that. So I'm going to try and do this as front on as possible. Okay. So that eye's with primer, that eye's with none. As you can see, the color intensifying one has almost like a light pinky tone to it, so it just kind of cancels everything out as well as really does help with the shadow. Okay, so the first color I'm going to take, I think, is going to be this one right here. I'm going to take that on a fluffy brush. These pan sizes are huge. Now I will say it does kick up a little powder, but I actually don't mind that because I prefer it to be smooth instead of, you know, like, and kick up powder than in like rough, you know. Okay, so let's throw that in the crease. Not bad. Okay, now let's do the side without primer. I almost feel like I should have set my whole eye with like a light powder before going in because the primer might be making it a little bit harder to blend. But not really, actually. I feel like it looks pretty good. It's a pretty dark transition shade, but I don't mind. Okay, let's see, what color do I want to use on the lids? I think for the lid color, let's see, what's this one look like? It's pretty, okay. I think I'm going to use this one right here. It's like this taupe color. I've been really into these types of colors recently. Let me find a brush that I want to use. Here we go. This is my Sonia Kashuk number 106 brush. So let's get a little bit of that. These are very like packed shimmers. Like they're almost a little rough. They're not super creamy. And there is a lot of fallout, at least within the pan, so hopefully it's not all over my face. We'll see. Maybe I'm gonna try with my finger. That might be better to get more color. Yeah. Often with like shimmery shades, it's better to use your finger. At least that's what I find. There is a little bit of fallout, I will say that. But the shimmers are a little chunky too. Really gotta pack it on, man, to get the oomph that you want. Okay, so that's the lid color. Let me grab my towel over here. Okay. The shimmer wasn't Wasn't the best thing I've ever used. Okay, now I think I'm going to go in with this rosy tone right here. And actually no, I'm going to take this color. This is basically the same color as the shimmer that we used. It's just in the matte. And I'm going to take that on a really small crease brush. This is from e.l.f. Let me wipe it off to make sure I don't get any other colors up in there. So it's just a really small crease brush. And the reason I'm going to do that is just so we can blend out the lid color. And yeah, I mean, without the primer on, the shimmer, it's not great, to be honest. I really wanted to like love this palette. Okay. Okay, so that just kind of blends out the lid a little bit. And now I'm going to go in with that rosy shade that I showed before. This one, right there. On a small, this is a Morphe M330 brush. I'm going to throw that into the crease as well. Okay, and honestly I think that's it for like my upper lids. I'm not going to do anything else really. Okay, for the lower lash line, I am going to take, let's see, I think I'm going to take that rosy shade that we just used on a flat liner brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. This one, her. And I'm just going to push that on the lower lash line. I like don't know how to do this and like make it look like you guys can see it on camera. The lower lash line, it's kind of hard to do without looking down. But I'm gonna try. Okay. And then I'm going to take a brush of some sort. This little one from Eco Tools, it like came in a set. I use it all the time. And I'm going to go in with that matte taupe shade that we used. And just blend out that lower lash line. I like don't know how to do my lower lash line without making that weird face. Okay. Now unfortunately, there's not really like a highlight shade in this palette. Let me try this one. How bright is that? Oh, that's not bright enough whatsoever. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to do my highlight on my inner corner or on my brow bone with this palette. That is something I really wish was in here, was like a nice highlight shade. I tried that. Which one? Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's one right here. But it was definitely not bright enough. So, okay, very first impression was that I would definitely use a primer. The side without the primer definitely had a little bit more trouble building the shimmer color especially. And also I do like the mattes better than the shimmers right off the bat. So I'm going to go finish up my makeup and then I'm going to go to church, and I have some other stuff to do today, but I will be checking in with you guys. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, it is time for a check-in. As you can see, I got a little friend right here. I am babysitting today, so she is at my house. And she loves to film and see herself in the viewfinder, so she came in here and I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and do a checkup here. This is Chloe, my little friend. I'm sure you guys see her all over my Instagram. We're trying to take a nap right now, but it's not working. So, yeah. I just thought I would do a check-in. So far, the eyeshadow is wearing pretty well. I definitely like the primer side better. My sister actually, though, I asked her which eye she liked better, and she liked the side without primer better. So I don't know, it's to each their own. I have noticed a little bit of fallout, especially with the shimmers. Don't touch the tripod. With the shimmers, I did notice like a little bit of sparkles fall off onto my face earlier today when I was in the car, but otherwise I think it's wearing really well. So yeah, that is it for now, and I will check in with you guys later, probably after this little beauty and her sister leave. Yeah, so I'm in my sweats right now, my hair is up. I always straighten my hair thinking I'm really gonna like it, and then I don't. It just happens like that, doesn't it? So, alright you guys, that's it for now, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Alright guys, so it is the final check-in. It is around 5:45 right now, and I put this makeup on about 8:45 this morning. So it has been pretty long haul. Not really feeling the greatest, so I kind of want to just end this video now. I'm gonna like take a bath tonight and really try to get this cold away from me. I'm like super greasy and gross. The little girl that I was babysitting just left, so I'm excited to just kind of chill out for the rest of the night. So some final thoughts on this little guy here. I feel like the shimmers are pretty chunky. They're not very smooth. And I feel like the mattes are pretty good. Everything overall is pretty pigmented. The mattes did blend pretty well. Again, the shimmers, I just felt like were a little bit chunky. I definitely recommend using your finger for the shimmers. That is how I have found it works best for me. Just when I was trying with a brush, it just didn't really work too well. So I feel like the fingers are the best. So let's just go ahead with these swatches. The first row is just all of mattes. You're getting like a taupe shade, a couple really nice like brown transition shades, a dark red type of color, a lighter like warmer brown type of color, and then a taupe, dark taupe shade. And then the second row is also mattes, and you're getting like this green transition shade. It's really cool. It's like this green brown. And then you're getting like a true brown, and then you're getting a little bit more of a warm orange kind of color. And then you're getting what I call kind of like puke color. It's like a matte gold almost. And then you're getting a darker, warmer brown, and then a true matte cranberry. And then the shimmers are pretty much the same colors as the matte. So the third row of shimmers is like that taupe shade, and then again you're getting some nice really like neutral shimmer shades, and then you are getting this like pink cranberry color, and then you are getting this darker version of that, and then you're getting a sparkly taupe. And then in the last row you are getting a very like cool tone bronze, and then you're getting more of a true bronze, and then you're getting a like rose gold. This kind of reminds me of Makeup Geek Grandstand. And then you're getting like a true deep gold, and then you're getting a warm shimmery copper color, and then you're getting a true like sparkly cranberry shade. So overall, I think this palette is, you know, it's like 15 bucks. I will link it for you guys. I did buy mine at Ulta. You know, it's 15 bucks. You're getting 24 eyeshadows. I definitely think it's a usable palette. I think it's something I will be playing with a little bit more. And I'm excited to kind of play with more of the shimmers and see if they're all chunky or if it's just the one I used today, which is right here. So I don't know. I'll let you guys know like what I think after this, but as of right now, I think this is a pretty good palette. I think, you know, you are getting more options for 15 bucks than, you know, I think I tried one from like Makeup Academy, which you can find at CVS for 15 bucks, and that I think was like 12 eyeshadows. So you're getting double the eyeshadows in this one, and I actually like this like color range better than that one. So I don't know, I think this is a good palette. I don't think you'll be disappointed if you buy it. I think, you know, are these the best shadows that I've ever used? No, but I definitely think they're workable. So I'm excited to play with it a little bit more. And I have noticed that I say like, I'm excited to play with it. I'm excited to play with it. And like multiple times in every video. I was editing my last video, the haul that I did, and I think I probably said that phrase like 10,000 times. So I really apologize for that. But anyways, I am excited to actually play with this a little bit more and really just kind of use it. The primer side and the no primer side, I mean, it pretty much worked the same. I don't have exceptionally like greasy eyelids though. So, you know, and I mean, I was chasing after two little girls all day, so I'm really hot and like sweating, and it was just a mess. I mean, as you can see by my face, like I'm a grease ball. So I don't know, I feel like the shadows do look really similar. I always use a primer though, that's just how I roll, so I probably always will use a primer with this, just like always. But I mean, you can get away with not using one, which is nice if you're in a pinch or if you're traveling and you forget one or something like that. Speaking of traveling, this would be really great for that if you are someone that travels a lot. It is, you know, very like sleek and everything like that. Plus, you do get a bunch of transition shades. Again, I think I said this earlier in the video, but the one thing I do wish this had was a highlight shade. All of these colors are pretty deep, so not deep, or they're just like neutral tones, you know, like for the crease. Nothing bright enough for the inner corner and the brow bone. So that is something that's missing from this palette, and of course, you know, like a matte black or something, like something really, really deep if you want to do smoky. So I think overall this is a nice like neutral type of palette. You're not going to get very like dramatic smoky eyes with this, and you're also, you know, you don't get those highlight shades either. At least on my skin tone you don't. If you're fair, you're not going to have a highlight shade in here. So that's just something to be aware of as well. If you are looking for an all-in-one palette, this might be something to skip out on. But I think if you're like me and you're a total makeup junkie and you have your eye on this and you really want to try it, I think you should. I don't think it would be a total waste of money. So that is it for this video. I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button before you leave, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!